Welcome to the warm-up zone, guys. We are back at it again. Have a little bit about everything. We have some baseball, some basketball, have some football. We have our top 10, which,
Top 10.
football. Top 10 football teams.
10.
Top 10. So
We made lists separately.
apparently,
We didn't talk about it.
apparently Nate thinks ours is going to be completely different. So we'll see how that goes. You don't even have your mic up.
No,
What
I'm
are you
not ready.
doing?
I'm not ready for this.
What are you doing?
I am not prepared for this moment.
You are the one that clicks the start button.
I am
We're
aware.
ready.
No. All right. I'm thinking about other things, all right?
Like your top 10.
My top 10. Now it's going to
Well.
crush your top 10.
We will get back to that top 10.
It's November.
It is. This year's flying by.
No, it's not.
It's flying by for me.
It's not flying by.
I feel like summer just ended.
I just want to be able
You were having troubles with the mic.
Man, this is a bad start. I just want to be able to play basketball without a mask inside.
That's fair. That's
Just
fair.
saying. All right. We won't
All
talk
right, but
about that.
we are going to start off with some baseball. Not a lot going on, but they did announce the Silver Slugger Awards and the Gold Glove Awards. I'm not going to go through and name all those players, but they did come out.
Have you
with
seen
those.
this list? You should just look up MLB awards lists. Jeffrey, flip that around. Show people that list. Show people how ridiculous that list looks.
It's a pretty big list. I don't know if you.
Oh, no, you can't see it. Oh, there you go. You see that list? That's the list of awards the MLB gives out.
It is pretty lengthy. I will give you that.
They're professional baseball players, not middle school kids. What the heck is that?
Yeah, no, I'd be okay with one from each league.
Like, are you serious? We're
5?
going to give out like 10 gold gloves to this guy in the National League, 10 gold gloves to the American League.
Yeah, it's about 10 each league. So
And there's a silver slugger and a gold glove. And then you said platinum. There's a platinum glove.
yeah, Nolan.
The
got
Platinum Glove
Platinum
Award.
gloves for the Rockies, and Alex Gordon got it for the Rays.
The next step is the Infinity Gauntlet. And then you start adding on the Infinity Stones.
Yeah, pretty much.
Clayton
I
Kershaw's out
agree.
there pitching with one Infinity Stone in his glove.
I agree. There are way too many people on this list. It definitely needs to be notched down. But
It's baseball.
they will be coming out with the MVP and some other awards.
This is like the one
later
instance
on.
baseball doesn't act like old men, right? Old men would say, "You try hard. There's one winner." Bleh.
Yeah.
That's what old men do. This is the one instance they don't act like old men.
Yeah, no, and
Let's hand the award out to everybody because we don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
I agree with you there. No, I'm all for getting
Do
rid
you?
of so many
Like
people.
that list is ridiculous.
I agree. It is extremely lengthy, and it's just
We have done our baseball bashing for the week.
unnecessary.
I've got my
You
baseball
got it
bashing
out?
out of the way. It's done. It's over.
Well, that's good.
Just another reason to be annoyed by baseball.
Just for a few more months, and then we got baseball back. Baseball's back.
All right, let's
Coming back.
do an NFL Week 8 recap, shall we?
Going to the NFL. Got it.
Week 8 recap. All right. We had Thursday night football with Atlanta playing Carolina. No one cares. All right, moving on. Atlanta didn't blow their lead. Let's be happy about that.
Yeah, they did win.
Good job, Georgia. You
Nice.
did something right, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, New England played Buffalo. That was a must-win for New England, and they lost to Buffalo.
Yeah,
Why did Buffalo let them stick around that close? That New England
That I
team is
don't
bad.
know.
It's a bad New England
Buffalo.
team. Buffalo, you're supposed to be really good.
Yeah.
You're
That-
supposed to be in the Super Bowl bubble. You could win it. And you let New England, a terrible team, you only beat them by 3 points?
Yeah,
That's like a 10-point spread, dude. Let's go.
I don't understand that one. I mean, little highlight, Buffalo is in my top 10. But
We'll find out if
they
I-
should have beaten the Patriots way
Spoilers.
more than that.
Spoilers.
So
You're giving away
little spoilers. Little
Spoiler.
little
All right,
hints.
Tennessee played Cincinnati. Cincinnati beat Tennessee. Tennessee. You
Yeah,
was
I had
what-
Tennessee
Are we
winning
done
that
with the
one.
Tennessee stuff?
And I'm not. For
We
me.
had about 2 weeks
Not
where
for
we were
me.
supposed to acknowledge how awesome they were, and then we need to give them their respect. They lost to Cincinnati Bengals,
Yeah.
who is not. So they have a bad record, but they're not a terrible team.
Yes, I agree.
They try really hard. Joe Burrow looks amazing.
I agree.
They're in all the games, but you can't lose by 11
Yeah,
to
no,
Cincinnati when you are
I don't get
supposedly going to be in the playoffs. You're going to do well. There's high expectations.
Yeah, I don't get that one at all. But we'll see.
Talk about a snoozer. Vegas versus Cleveland, 16-6. Cleveland lost. Did you see that field goal kick?
I did not.
It's so all right. Put your hands up. Okay. He went to go kick it, and he was right here. He lined up. Not even close. It was kind of like, hey, dude. He's like, where do you want me to kick it? Hey, you know where the goalposts are? Yes. Nowhere near that. Kick it somewhere else. That's basically what happened.
Can't believe I missed that.
Yeah. No, it was terrible. They were terrible. Baker Mayfield had 122 passing yards.
Need to do better than that.
Marshall Big Oof, you cannot be on. Are we done with Baker Mayfield? Are we out on that?
I am.
I never really liked him. Like,
Just never on.
you
that
play
train.
football, you grab your crotch. Kind of weird.
Yeah, I was never on his.
You got a police
bandwagon.
police chasing you down. You made a bad decision, which he admitted to. But yeah. Anyway, moving on. Also, he shotgunned a beer on TV. Did you see
I
that?
did see that one. Yeah.
Like, if that's your first reaction, like you're in charge of like at least $100 million franchise, $1 billion. You're part of a $1 billion company, and your first reaction to being on TV is like, throw me a beer.
Yeah. No,
That's your first reaction.
yeah, I'm not on that one. I
You know what Peyton Manning does? He stands up and he goes, "Hi." Nationwide is on your side. And he sits back down. That's all he does.
I will
You know?
say his
He does-
commercials are a lot better.
I love his. Baker Mayfield's commercials are hilarious, though.
They are.
At
they
home
are,
with Baker
but-
Mayfield is funny, but I'm done with Baker. I mean, I never really liked you in the first place, but I'm really done with you.
Yeah.
All right, Indianapolis played Detroit. Indianapolis blew out Detroit
Crushed
by
them.
20 points. Not shocked there, even a little bit. All right, Minnesota played Green Bay. Minnesota upset Green Bay 28-22.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that one.
By the way, wasn't as close as that score makes it out to be. Minnesota was killing it the whole time. Dalvin Cook had 163 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Apparently, the way to beat Green Bay is to run the ball down their throat and push them out of the way. There are holes like 6 feet wide.
Yeah. I mean, I did pick the Vikings to beat the Packers.
And you
but-
keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands because apparently he's going to throw for 3 touchdowns and have almost 300 yards every single game. And that's
Yeah,
just going to
pretty
happen.
much.
So you
Pretty
just
much.
need to run the ball consistently. That's how you beat Green Bay. New York played Kansas City 35-9. I
was
do. I
so
have to tell
close.
you who scored 35 points.
I was so close because last week you said it would be about 35, and I said it would be in the 40s. I saw that. I'm like, God, he was right. He was right.
Of course I was.
Oh, well, no, get off your high horse.
Won't be able to walk in this room. Los Angeles versus Miami. Miami.
Doing some work. They won.
I like the Rams. What the heck, Miami?
Won.
You might go to the playoffs.
I
We started Tua. That was Tua's first start. I
It
think he had
was.
98 passing yards.
Yeah.
Tua looked small. He didn't look very good.
No.
No,
But
not.
it's his first game.
Yeah.
It's his first game. You didn't get a
I'm
practice.
going to
and
give him the
do
rest of this
everything.
year, but I need to see wow. Like Justin Herbert went out first game. Hey, 5 minutes before he started, and he's like, "Dude, you're going in."
Yeah,
he's
that
like,
was
"All
a wow.
right," and he looked awesome. You're like, "Wow, that's cool."
Yeah.
You know, Russell Wilson got his first start. You're like, "Wow, that was awesome." You know, Joe Burrow went out there, played a game. And you're like, "Well, yep, he's a starter." Like you can just tell immediately. Like those people we already know. Like Trubisky went out there and like, I guess he's a starter. I don't really
Yeah.
like when you got to debate if someone's a starter, he's not the guy. He's not it. So I'm gonna give Tua a little bit. But
Yeah.
when I saw that, I
It's
was
his
like,
first game,
yeah,
but
it's not. I'm not. No wow
I
factor.
agree
No
with
wow
you there.
factor. No,
I want
no
to see a
big-
little bit more.
Pittsburgh played Baltimore. What a great game.
I missed it. I wanted to watch it. I missed
Pittsburgh
it.
beat Baltimore 28-24. that score, okay, really, Baltimore was killing it the whole time. They were running it down Pittsburgh's throat. Pittsburgh couldn't stop them. They had like 2 key stops at the end of the game. That's what won it. That was it. They could barely move the ball. I don't know how they beat Baltimore. No idea.
It is. I mean, aren't they the only team that are still?
Yep, they're
They're
the only
7-0.
undefeated team. They're 7-0. All right.
Hold on, before we move on, do you think they can actually go the rest of the season? No, okay.
Spoilers.
Another little teaser there.
All right, Los Angeles and Denver, the Chargers, not the other ones. Denver came back and in the last second beat the Chargers. Chargers, if you weren't the second team in Los Angeles, if you weren't the second team in Los Angeles, we'd be talking about how you are the Atlanta Falcons right now. Do you know how many games they've lost when leading in the fourth quarter?
Oh, yeah.
Like all of them.
It's not
like
good.
Every single one of them. It's crazy.
good at
You
all.
are you're the West Coast Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta's the East Coast. Like, that's just the way it is. You have all this talent. You're supposed to be amazing. You're going to get to playoffs. You're going to throw people. They're just so cool. They got all these big-time people. And they can't do anything. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one, especially against the Broncos. Like, come on.
Yeah.
It's the Broncos. You should have had that game.
Also, I'm over Drew Lock. I'm done with that.
Hey, I mean, he showed a little bit of talent at the end, but
look,
same
like
time.
I said, he's had about a year now.
I'm not saying he's the quarterback.
We got to
I'm with you
question
on
it,
that one.
right?
Yeah,
it's debatable.
It is debatable.
If it wasn't debatable, he's the guy.
It is debatable, but who are they going to pick? They're not going to have first draft pick.
No, they're not.
We kind of got to write him out for a little bit.
Hear me out. We could trade for someone.
Who are you going to trade for?
Matt Ryan, I bet you'll be able to trade for him.
It's going to be like another Joe Flacco.
Tyrod Taylor, I bet you could trade for him. Like literally anybody, just to like hold on to it for a little bit, maybe draft somebody later.
So pretty much kind of like Peyton Manning, just kind of dampen the damage for a little bit. I mean, that's what we kind of thought was going to happen with Joe Flacco, and that.
I thought that was going to happen with Tony Romo, not Joe Flacco. I thought we were going to get Tony Romo from the Cowboys. That would have been so cool. Wouldn't have won because, pigs get fled, head, hogs get slaughtered, How it is. All right, New Orleans played Chicago. New Orleans won in overtime. Chicago still is just, you're not actually that good.
Nope.
San Francisco played Seattle. Seattle killed it.
Did you expect anything less?
Nope. Dallas played Philadelphia. It looks like Philadelphia blew them out. It was really rough. That game was rough. It was hard to watch.
Yeah, that one.
Tampa Bay played the Giants. Everyone's making fun of Tampa Bay because they struggled against the Giants. Another team that is not as bad as their record shows. Their quarterback, I don't know if I'm in on him yet, but he's not bad, and the team plays hard.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I mean, I do think Tampa should have won by a little bit more, but
yeah, I'm not out on them. You know who they play next week?
Saints.
They play the Saints. If you're looking at your schedule like, oh, we play the Giants. Oh, we play the Saints. You barely look at the Giants, and you're like, man, I would really want to play the Saints.
Yeah, you're putting 2 weeks of work in for the Saints, not the Giants.
The Giants. So, all right, what's next on the whole thing? We got some basketball news.
We do have some basketball news.
Basketball is officially starting December 22nd.
Do you like that?
Do I like that?
Do you like
Do
that?
I like it?
Good, bad?
I think that only gives them like a 10-week rest period if you played in the finals.
Yeah.
Normally you get about 150, 60 days.
Yeah.
I'm really afraid those old people that played in the finals, LeBron, is going to get hurt. I'm mostly just worried about that.
That's fair. I mean,
AD has been known to get hurt, and he had 1 year where he didn't get hurt, which was last year. So
are they still talking about letting the, some of those
Oh,
guys sit out for a little bit?
I bet they won't play. Or at least I bet if they make the schedule, they'll make it so that Heat and Los Angeles have some extra time to prepare. Like they won't start on December 22nd. They'll start more after a week or so because that sometimes happens, Or give them 3 days off and let their schedule be light, make it harder towards the end.
Yeah, that's fair.
Did you
Could be
see
good.
Harden could
Yes,
go to the 76ers?
I did.
Who do you think they'd trade for? Do you think it'd be Ben Simmons or Joel Embiid?
Dude, you would know that better than
Ah.
I would.
I totally think you trade Joel Embiid to the Rockets for James Harden. You got Ben Simmons driving down the lane to dunk the ball, passes out to James Harden. He dribbles around a little bit, shoots a three, or he drives down, passes out to somebody else when Ben Simmons not in. I like it.
Yeah, I'm okay with the move.
I don't think they'll win anything, but I like it.
Mm,
No, won't win.
I don't think they're gonna. Do
Ben
about the
Simmons,
same.
you have to be able to shoot.
Yeah.
No one's going to take you seriously in the playoffs. And James Harden, you suck in the playoffs. So you're not going to win anything. It's just a fact of life. All right.
Let's talk about what we're excited about. Dude, you just shook the table.
Sorry.
Sorry to make everyone dizzy. We have a new camera set up.
Yes. Jeffrey.
How about you go first?
No. We said you were going first. All right, we're going to talk about our top 10 football teams. Jeffrey Brunswick standing at a 6'3",
45.
245 pounds.
All right.
He's going to give us his top 10 teams.
Do we want to just do like top fives?
No,
Do you see my top five? Do you see your top five, and then go to the bottom five?
No, we'll start with number 10.
Number 10,
Number 10 on Jeffrey's list, at the bottom of the list,
I have the Cardinals.
the Arizona Cardinals. Very cool. All right, continue.
And then number 9, I have Green Bay.
Okay.
I have Tennessee at 8.
Tennessee at 8.
The Raiders at 7.
Raiders at 7.
The Bills at 6. The Saints at 5.
Okay.
Buccaneers at 4.
Okay.
Pittsburgh at 3.
Oh.
Seattle at 2. And Kansas at 1.
Kansas City's your number 1 team.
Kansas City's my number 1 team.
All right. You ready to get
How
wrecked?
many did I match with you?
We didn't match at all.
None at all. All
Not
right.
even close.
So it was exactly
My
how
number
we kinda
10
thought.
team, Buffalo.
Okay.
Bills. Number 9, Arizona Cardinals. Number 8, the New Orleans Saints. And number 8.
Really?
Yep. Number 7, the Green Bay Packers. Number 6, the Tennessee Titans. Number 5, Baltimore Ravens. Number 4, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 3, Kansas City Chiefs. Number 2, Tampa Bay. And number 1, the Seattle Seahawks.
All right.
Yeah, you
Okay.
like that? You like that?
I like mine better.
All right, so let's compare number 10s.
Number 10.
Or let's talk about number 1s, actually. No one cares about number 10. Let's talk about number 1. Who you got? Number 1. My number
I
1 team
have-
is Seattle.
Kansas.
Yours is Kansas City. Maybe we should talk about our top 3. Compare them all. My top 3 are Seattle, Tampa Bay, and Kansas City.
I have Kansas, Seattle, and Pittsburgh.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to pull up my list because I have some reasons.
You have reasons.
I have reasons why I
reasons.
did that.
Reasons. Reasons got nothing to do with it.
If I could find it.
All right, I will explain why Seattle's my number 1 team. They're doing great. First off, obvious they have the MVP. Okay. They beat the Falcons, who are not a terrible team. They just go in the fourth quarter. They beat the Patriots, who are not a good team, but they're competent. Crushed the Cowboys. The Dolphins are a good team, and the Vikings seem to be able to beat good teams. They lost to Cardinals on a weird fluke call, and they beat the 49ers when the 49ers could actually beat someone.
Yeah.
So, and I like that. They are, in the turnover ratio, they're +7.
Okay.
Yeah, which is great. And they're only allowing, the only thing I don't like is they're allowing 3.9 yards a carry.
Yeah.
Their defense is not great. However, they just picked up 2 defensive players, and I think they're going to start rolling. They're going to get better.
Okay.
Tampa Bay, I like them a lot. However, Tom Brady is older.
Yeah.
Their wide receivers are always hurt, and I like Russell Wilson right now in this stage better than Tom Brady. Kansas City at 3, I really like them. It's just really hard to win 2 Super Bowls in a row
Is that the only reason?
No,
they're
no,
not a
no,
top
no,
team?
no. I'm not done.
Okay.
There's another reason. I don't remember. What? I gotta look at their schedule again. I forgot what I was going to say. Kansas City. They actually haven't. The only two teams. So they beat the Ravens. And they beat the Bills. Those are two for sure playoff teams.
Yeah.
The Raiders are a maybe playoff team, and they lost to them. Which, no one's perfect. Whatever. The other teams they beat are the Jets, the Broncos, the Patriots, the Chargers, and the Texans. None of those are great teams. I mean, the Jets are the worst team.
Mm-hmm.
But none of those are really like teams that I look at like, wow, you're so good. Yeah, they can score a lot of points. I don't know. We questioned their defense last year, and their defense didn't really change or get better. So I'm kind of like, I don't know if you're going to get better.
Yeah. I could kind of see that. I don't know. I have Kansas.
Okay.
That was your top three, right?
Yeah, that was my top three.
I have Kansas number one. They're playing well.
Right.
And yes, it is very hard for a team to go back to the Super Bowl 2 years in a row.
Well, they can go back. They just don't win.
But I could see them doing that this year.
I could see it happening.
They are still looking strong.
Look,
They
I
have
look
some
at my
weak-
top
they have
three,
some
and
weak
they're all
points.
pretty interchangeable.
Yes.
I think those three, one of those three is going to win the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Well, take Tampa Bay out of that, but
That was rude.
so I don't know. I kind of like the Kansas City Chief. I like Mahomes, what he's doing. He's strong. He's talented.
Can't argue with Mahomes.
So I have him at number one.
Okay. You're number two?
Number two is Seattle. Seattle, the only reason I put them at number two is they have lost one or two key games, or one key game
think they
that they should have won.
That was on a fluke call.
It was, but still,
My argument
that
against
game
them,
should not have been
their
that
Defense is
close.
garbage. Well, I think Arizona's in my top 10.
I mean, it is in my top 10. But
You
they're
play a
number
top 10 team, there's a chance you're going to lose, and they lost on like a weird call.
But they're my number 10. I feel like they should have won that game a little
Arizona's
more.
my number 9.
So I'm just, I do love Seattle. It was a battle between Kansas and
What's
Seattle
number 3?
for number one. Number 3 is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is playing extremely well right now.
7-0.
They have had,
Yeah.
pull up their schedule real quick. Can't remember it. I mean, it was a easy
So,
start.
This is why
Easy
Pittsburgh's
start.
not in my top 10. or
Easy
not
start.
in my top
Easy
3.
start.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Easy
They have
start.
the
This is a
Giants,
freaking
Broncos,
cakewalk.
Texans, Eagles. It is easy. But they did play Tennessee. They did play Baltimore. Those are two teams that are okay.
I personally think Pittsburgh's going to look really good all season long. They're going to get to the playoffs, and they're going to lose their first playoff game.
I don't think so.
Dude, okay,
I don't
they
think so.
played the Giants. They won, right?
Yeah.
The Broncos, they won.
Yeah.
By the way,
Those
they
two
don't
teams-
blow anybody out. They've blown out the Browns.
fair. That
they
is
don't
fair.
blow anyone out. You should blow out the Broncos. You should blow out the Giants. You play the Texans. You should blow out the Texans. If you're a true 7-0 team, the way we think you are. The Eagles, you should blow them out. Blow them out. The Browns, you did blow out, but that's also a divisional game. Those games are weird. So I don't take divisional games into account very well because even a bad team will beat another bad team in the same division.
Yeah.
You played the Titans and beat them. That's a real win. That's a real win. I'll give you that. You play the Ravens. The fact that you were able to pull off a win against the Ravens when you played like hot garbage gives you a lot of credibility, which is why you're in my top 5, but you're not my top 3 because I don't think you're as good as Kansas City or as good as Seattle or as good as Tampa.
I think they're better than Tampa.
I don't think they're better than Tampa.
I
think Ben Roethlisberger doesn't
Tampa-
look as good as Tom Brady. That's my deciding factor.
At least the Steelers are a little bit more consistent in how they play. Tampa Bay, it's up and down.
Okay. The Steelers have had the same coach, and the same quarterback
Yep.
for a long time.
Yeah.
This is Tampa Bay's first year.
Yeah,
and they look
I got that.
amazing.
And that's Tampa Bay.
All
is
these
still in my
obstacles
top
to
5.
overcome, and
Still in my top 5.
They-
I think Tom Brady is pulling some amazing stuff in Tampa Bay, doing some great stuff. But I just think the Steelers they just have a better, well-rounded team than Tampa.
Okay.
At least for me.
Here's the other thing. Pittsburgh's going to play the Cowboys, the
win.
Bengals,
The win.
Jaguars,
Win.
Ravens again. They'll lose because that's a revenge game for the Ravens.
Yeah, maybe.
Washington, you'll beat the Bills because the Bills. I don't know what's going on with the Bills. You forgot how to score touchdowns. You were doing great. Should have blown out the last 3 teams. You forgot how to score touchdowns. So I don't know what's up with that.
I did have the Bills higher up.
Bengals, Colts, and Browns. I bet they don't even lose 2 more games. Your schedule is a cakewalk. I don't trust you.
I get that point.
Then you're going to have to play some big boy teams.
I do get that point.
Which you have beaten. Somehow. Barely.
But that's what I'm saying. They're just somehow
They found a way to win.
Doing
I give them credit for that.
They're finding ways to win.
I don't think they're a top 3 team.
I mean, I will say it did go back and forth, but I do think they are probably at number 3.
What's your number 4 team?
Number 4 is Tampa Bay.
Okay. What's your number 5 team?
The Saints.
The Saints? So you don't have Baltimore in your top 5?
No.
Why is Baltimore not in your top 5?
Pull up their schedule real quick.
Pull up their schedule. Must be a reason. Okay.
I didn't like their schedule. You haven't heard a lot from them. They haven't been doing anything exciting. It's nothing. It's just they played the Texans. They lost to the Chiefs.
Oh, real quick, Des Bryant's going to play for the Ravens.
Oh, yeah.
He got elevated from the practice squad.
I did see that.
Not that anybody actually cares about random people that are washed up in the NFL, but some people do. So we'll just mention.
Yeah. I don't know. When I look at their schedule, I'm like, they're losing to the teams that are in the top 5.
Blew out the Browns.
Yes.
Blew out the Texans.
Lost to Kansas.
Lost to Kansas by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Washington, you crushed. Bengals, you crushed. Eagles, you almost lost to the Eagles.
Exactly.
So, by the way, that's credit for Carson Wentz playing with trash cans. And you lost to the Steelers barely when you were crushing them. You were outplaying them the whole game.
Yeah, but they're not winning against these big teams. At least the Steelers beat when they did play a good team. They did beat them.
So they're going to play the Colts. That's another good team. That'll be a good game.
Patriots,
they better crush the Patriots. You better crush the Titans, who have figured out how to lose against the Cincinnati Bengals. You're going to play the Steelers. If you don't crush the Steelers in the second game, revenge tour it. I got a lot of doubts for you.
Proves my point.
It proves your point. That's why. See, but mine's number 5 because they have such a good team, good roster.
Oh, I'm not saying they don't have a good roster. I just don't think they've been playing at the elevation they should be playing at.
All right, what's your bottom 5? What's number 6?
Number 6 is the Bills.
The Bills. Why do you have them so high?
I
forgot how to score touchdowns, Jeffrey.
They did. I
have
wrote
Tennessee.
this list.
I have Tennessee. Do you have Tennessee on your list at all?
I do. They're number 8.
Number 8?
I had Tennessee higher up earlier in the weeks.
Okay.
But lately they have not been showing, like we kind of talked about already. It kind of started tanking a little bit.
Yeah, they're kind of falling off the map a little bit.
They're kind of dropping down my list a little bit. I did have them at number 6, actually.
Who's your number 7?
That's the Raiders. I think the Raiders are...
the Raiders are not in my top 10 at all.
I think the Raiders are better than people think.
I have the Raiders as a nice thought. They're in my nice
thought.
So I have, when I made this list, I have a totally in the playoffs, possibly could win the Super Bowl. I had a maybe going to do well in the playoffs. And then I had the nice thought teams. You know, like, yeah, well, they might make it to the playoffs. And, you know, that's a nice thought. They're just going to get killed.
Pull up the Raiders schedule real quick. This is...
The Raiders.
I think they're better than most people think.
All right, the Raiders beat the Panthers.
Yeah.
They beat the Saints. Okay.
Yeah.
Lost to the Patriots.
They should have won that one, but...
They lost to the Bills.
Okay, the Bills I have higher up.
They beat the Chiefs. They
There's
lost to the
2
Buccaneers.
teams.
Okay, they lost to the Buccaneers. And the Buccaneers, that week, I'm pretty sure their entire offensive line was out for the Raiders. And then they beat the Browns.
So I'm saying their schedule is a lot harder than most other...
Chargers, Broncos.
teams.
Those are hard games. Like, the Broncos aren't good. but they're hard
No.
to play unless you're the Chiefs. And then they got to play the Chiefs. The Falcons score a lot of points. They play the Jets. So they
That
have
will be a
bye week, their
blowout.
second bye week. Colts they have a tough schedule.
They do. And they're still winning. They're beating some key teams that they need to beat.
Yeah.
That's why I put them in my top
I
10.
didn't put they're a nice thought.
I kind of look at their schedule and go, do you know what? They have a hard schedule. And they're playing well against some of these bigger teams. So
My number 7 is Green Bay. How high do you have Green Bay?
I have Green Bay at 9.
Why do you have Green Bay so low? Curious.
I haven't been I haven't liked what I've seen so far. Like they're doing well, but just
So, I kind of look at my top 5 as like, you guys could win a Super Bowl this year, right?
yeah.
I kind of look at my top 6 as like, you could possibly get there for some
Yeah.
weird reason, or you'll win 2 games. You'll get to the championship. AFC championship is my bottom. Number 7, I have a Green Bay because Aaron Rodgers is scoring 3 touchdowns and he's throwing for 300 yards every game.
I will say
Or better.
He has been doing
Aaron
well.
Rodgers is why they're doing well, right?
Yeah.
They are allowing 4.7 yards a carry.
Yeah.
So the other team just needs to run the ball 3 times over and over and over and over again. Keep the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands, and you win the game.
And I think they would have lost to the 49ers on Thursday
If everyone wasn't hurt.
if 49ers had some running backs, had some players.
The other thing is, if you look at their schedule, they played the Vikings, and they won the first time. That's a divisional game. Those are weird.
Yeah.
They beat the Lions. They beat the Saints. The Saints is the first one. I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. They played the Falcons and beat them. They lost to the Buccaneers. They got blown out by the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are the first ones on this list to have a real good defense.
Yep.
Texans, they beat them. You should beat them. And then you lost to the Vikings. Who were like, okay, we'll just run the ball and keep the ball out of your hands. And then they beat the 49ers, 34-17. 49ers have like nobody. You should have beat them by more. I feel
That
like.
game, they scored all those points in the fourth quarter. It was 34-3
Yeah.
until the fourth quarter.
So, I don't know. They're going to play all these cupcake teams. The Colts, the Jaguars, the Bears, the Eagles, the Lions, the Panthers, the Titans, the Bears. I only see you lose it. You're going to lose one of the Bears on accident somehow. I don't know how. And you might lose the Titans because the Titans are built to beat Green Bay.
Yeah.
Run the ball, keep it out of their hands.
Yeah.
So my number 8 is New Orleans.
It's Tennessee for me.
Oh, that's where Tennessee is?
Yeah.
Let me see. Where's New Orleans? New Orleans, not a huge fan, too. So New Orleans beat up the Buccaneers on the first game. Now, that was Tom Brady's first game with Tampa Bay. They had no practice before then. That was good.
Yeah.
They lost to the Raiders. Now, I want you to think about these things. The Raiders are a really good passing team right now. They love just airing the ball
Yep.
out. Packers, what are we just talking about? Green Bay throws the ball all over the place. The Lions, so they lost to the 2 throwing teams. Played the Lions, they won. The Chargers, they won. The Panthers, they won. And the Bears, they won. You should have won all those games. Good job. I don't trust you because you just lost to 2 teams that can throw all over the place.
I agree. I actually almost didn't put them in my top 5 for that reason.
Top 5?
The Saints are number 5.
Oh.
They were almost number 6 or 7 for
So who's number 8 for you? Tennessee?
Tennessee. And that's just, I would have had, like I said, I had Tennessee higher, but I just haven't been seeing them perform the last few weeks like they should be. So
So number 9 and 10 for me is Arizona and Buffalo. Arizona, your quarterback's too young. You can't skip steps, okay?
Yeah.
However, you did beat the 49ers in Washington, but you lost to the Lions and the Panthers, and you beat the Jets and the Cowboys and you beat the Seahawks accidentally. They're not like great wins, but your losses are bad. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no. That's
I
why
don't really trust you.
I have Arizona at 10.
Buffalo, you forgot how to score touchdowns. It's really weird. Like, did you forget like where the end zone is, you're like, oh yeah, you drive over there and then you kick the ball and a field goal. You beat the Jets, Buffalo. You should beat
Good
the
job.
Jets. You beat the Dolphins, barely. You beat the Rams, barely. You should have lost that game. I watched it. You beat the Raiders, barely. The Titans destroyed you. The Chiefs, you know what? You kept it close with the Chiefs, kind of. You beat the Jets again. But you didn't score a touchdown against the Jets. The New York Jets, who I am betting are going to go 0-16 this year. You couldn't score a touchdown?
I agree. That's why they're not in my top 5.
Stupid. You know what? Talking about this now, I want to take you off my top 10 list. And you beat the crappy Patriots.
Yeah, they don't.
Ah! All right, so my nice thoughts.
Nice thoughts. I did not make a nice thought.
I made a nice thoughts
list.
Any of these teams could be in my last 2 spots, aside from Arizona or Buffalo. Colts, Rams, and Miami.
Okay, I'm on board with that.
Yeah, I kind of have like a top 5 for my bottom 2 spots. Makes no sense.
It's list upon list upon list.
Lists all over the place. My MVP is Russell Wilson. My rookie of the year is Joe Burrow.
Yeah, mine's probably about the same. I don't know rookie of the year too much. I kind of want to see a little bit more from all of them. But MVP, Russell Wilson. Aaron Rodgers has been doing well. Patrick Mahomes has been doing well. But Russell Wilson is just destroying this year. He's been in control of that team and killing it.
All right.
So.
Should we go through upcoming week?
Yeah.
Start us off with Thursday Night Football.
So Thursday night was Green Bay and the 49ers. We kind of talked about that one already. It's
over.
Yeah.
Denver plays Atlanta. That actually could be a good game.
Yeah, that's 2 teams.
Yeah, you don't really care.
Unless
you live in Denver or Atlanta.
I mean, I'll watch it since we live in Denver. I'll watch it, go for the Broncos, but I'm not.
Seattle plays Buffalo. That'll be a good game. Buffalo needs to prove that they remember how to score touchdowns. Seattle.
I still think Seattle will win.
I think they get their defensive players. I want to see this game. Do you have the odds on these games?
Don't have the odds on this list.
Can you find one? We can look it up on FanDuel.
Good.
I bet Seattle could blow out Buffalo. I bet Seattle's only favored by like 3 points, though.
Yeah, I got Seattle to win this one.
What do you get? What do you know?
So, what were you talking about? Seattle
and Buffalo.
So Seattle's a -3.
Yeah, 3-point favorite. If Seattle's defensive players do really well, this will be the first week Seattle's defense actually can play.
Yeah.
I bet this is like a 35-17 game. 35-28.
I can see that.
Chicago's going to play Tennessee.
Chicago and Tennessee.
Tennessee needs to make up for what they did last week. They just got embarrassed. They're going to beat Chicago.
Yeah, they're right now at a 6.5.
Yeah. Baltimore's going to play Indianapolis. That'll be a good game. What's the line on that, though?
It's only 1.5. Baltimore.
It's going to be a good game. Carolina will play Kansas City. Kansas City's going to kill it. Detroit will play Minnesota. Boring, but it's a divisional game, so those are always kind of fun. Those can be exciting. New York will play Washington.
That's a garbage game.
Yeah.
That's
sorry for whoever has to watch that. Houston will play Jacksonville. I mean, if you like watching Deshaun Watson and a mustache run around also, then, I mean, that's kind of fun. Vegas Raiders and the Chargers. That'll be a good game.
Yeah, it's only the Chargers -1.5.
Really? I got the Raiders.
I have the Raiders on that too.
Bet the Raiders, dude. Pittsburgh will play Dallas. No one's watching that.
Yeah, that should be an easy one. That's -14.
This will be a good game. Miami will play Arizona. I think Tua is going to play better, which would be fun. But I got Arizona on that one.
Yeah, Arizona's a 3.5 favorite.
Yeah. New Orleans will play Tampa Bay. We all know that's the game of the week. Everyone wants to watch that again.
Which at the moment, Tampa is at 4.5.
4.5?
Yeah. -4.5 for Tampa.
That's good.
So
Ooh, we have this awesome game on Monday night. Did you see our awesome game from Monday night?
no, who's a Monday night team? Oh,
It's New England versus the
Ooh.
Jets.
ooh,
You know,
ooh.
I
That
actually,
might be the Jets' first win.
I just got to give betting credit. Betting has caused it for that game to be interesting. You know
Yeah,
why? Because
no one
people
would be
like
watching
me
that game.
have bet that the Jets will go 0-16 for the rest of the year.
Yep.
So I only care about that game because I want to make sure the Jets lose every game for the rest of the year.
Nah, it's
How many turnovers
That-
do you
that
think Cam will
game-
have? 2 or 3?
I'm gonna say 2.
He sucks.
He was great
Dude,
his
I
first
just-
year.
man.
Great his first year. Blew
And his
everything
MVP
out of the
year.
water.
His
Yeah.
MVP year was good too.
But his first year, he almost went undefeated. He was
Cam Newton?
great. Yes, when he played
What?
for yeah.
What?
His
Cam
I'm
Newton's
pretty
first
sure that
year.
was his
What?
first year.
No. I'm pretty sure that was his MVP year.
Was it his MVP?
I think
year?
you're talking about his MVP year.
Might be. I might be wrong.
Dude, Cam, I know you're trying to get a contract. You're not going to get a contract throwing 2 interceptions a game, my boy. You're just not. This is not going to happen. Please stop turning the ball over. New
Please play
England
better.
would have a great record. They'd be like 5-2 or something right now.
Yeah.
But Cam Newton keeps turning the ball over. Well, did you figure it out?
No, it's taking me a bunch of other things.
Jeffrey.
I'm trying here.
Career stats.
I tried doing there. You brought me somewhere else.
That's weird.
Brought me his 2020.
It should tell you the win losses for all year. What? No, that's how many games he played.
Yeah, see that. I'm not seeing it. I'll find it.
All right. Anyway, Cam Newton play better. I
He
think
was impressive, and now he's just kind of slacking.
yes, he is.
Oh,
All right. Well, I think that's all.
It is.
That's it.
It's a
All
good
right.
week. We'll
See
see
you
you
next
guys next week.
Yep. Next
Give us a like, follow us.
all that jazz. Post a lot of
shares.
stuff on Instagram.
Tell
I
us.
try to. So
Leave some comments. Chat with us. We'll have to chat back. So
yes, we do. Give us
see-
topics to talk about.
yeah, if you ever want
We
us
know
to talk
nothing
about
about
anything,
soccer.
Yeah, no soccer. No.
Not really hockey,
no.
people.
We could get into it a little bit. If someone had a big question, we could probably answer it, but not. We don't know a whole lot.
We have an esports expert, so you could ask us about that
You could.
or not. Whatever. All right. See you next week.
See ya.